From small and simple seeds are great trees brought to pass. This is all about the Jacaranda tree. Best known for its vibrant trumpet-shaped purple flowers, this South American native tree has become widely popular in the southern United States, including Florida, Texas, and especially Southern California. The name comes from a native Brazilian tongue, Tupi, and in Tupi it was pronounced Jacaranda, Jacarana, meaning fragrant. And the tree does have a mild, pleasant fragrance that some people describe as a grape soda smell. My entire life, I've had one in my yard, so I've come to associate the smell with springtime. The flowers typically bloom in May and last until August, at least in the USDA hardiness zones it performs best in, 9B to 11. And as YouTube subscriber Michael Blazina said, Jacaranda trees in full bloom are stunningly beautiful, but when they drop their blossoms, they make an unholy mess on everything below them. Now, to get your hands on a Jacaranda tree, you're gonna have to start small because these trees grow up to be 45 feet tall. Now, you could start with a seed, but then you have to deal with all the seeds that don't germinate. You could also start with a semi-mature tree in a crate, like these ones we found at another nursery. But even at half off, I don't have that kind of money laying around. We sell ours as a 3 to 8 inch tall starter tree. So you already know you have a living specimen, but you don't have to break the bank. What's cool is the tree, even when it's small like this, they look just like the full-size thing. Kind of like a bonsai. No matter how big the tree gets, the leaves still have this dainty little look to it, almost like a fern. There are more than 49 different types of Jacaranda trees, but north of the border, the mimosifolia is the #1 most popular. And that is thanks to Kate Sessions. While we don't know who planted the first Jacaranda tree in the United States, we do know that it was American botanist, horticulturist, and landscape architect Kate Sessions who popularized it. In 1892, Sessions leased 30 acres in San Diego, which would later become known as Balboa Park. There, she planted the imported species, Jacaranda mimosifolia, and its popularity grew from there. In the 1950s and 60s, Los Angeles chose the Jacaranda tree to beautify the city and planted it all along its streets. And now they can be found throughout the southern United States, as well as Hawaii, Australia, and South Africa. Though in South Africa, at least some species are considered invasive. In all 50 US states, though non-native, they're considered safe and non-invasive. When the tree is small, your biggest concern should be protecting it from the cold. It'll become much hardier with time, but when it's a starter plant, treat it like a baby. If it's in a pot, bring it inside for the winter. Once all danger of frost is past, bring it out and plant it in the ground or gradually pot it in larger and larger pots to encourage new growth. It will need well-drained soil. That means don't plant it in a bog and don't plant it in clay. Water needs to be able to circulate. Once established, the roots will run deep and up to 20 feet wide. You won't want to plant this near water lines or pavement. Give it a wide berth. Once it is rooted, it will become a pretty hardy, drought-tolerant tree. Take good care of yours, and you could have it for the next 50 years, or in some cases, even the next 200.